Welcome to Brunswick Biz on ATMC TV Channel 3. I'm your host, Kat Newton. This month we have the chance to visit some fabulous businesses in Brunswick County as they tell us what they offer to residents and visitors. This month we visit with Sugar Confections, Fibber McGees, Taylor Cuisine Cafe and Catering, and Masser-Reaves. Stay tuned for the next half hour as we connect Brunswick County one business at a time. We're here at Sugar Confections right off of Main Street in Schlote, and I'm here with Monique Holenko, the owner of Sugar Confections, and we're excited to be here because this smells fabulous. My mouth is watering just being in here. So can you first tell us how you got started with the business? I know you started smaller and you've grown to be so much bigger, so tell us how that all got started.
Well, I started in New Jersey just making a few cakes for my neighbors, and when we moved here to North Carolina in Calabash, we were working out of our home, and we had a state-approved kitchen, and by referral we did 4,000 cookies a year, hundreds of cakes, and we just kind of outgrew ourselves, and this is where it led us.
Well, this is wonderful, and I'm sure being here is a lot different running the business than in the home. So what's changed? What do you do every day to keep the business successful?
Well, I think every day is a new day, and I think the blessing about having the business is that every day is a challenge. Our day begins with making pastries first thing in the morning. We make everything from donuts to apple fritters to a full line of muffins with all fresh fruit in them. And then as the day proceeds, customers like to order cakes and cupcakes. So I think it's nice that we have a good variety of items that keeps us busy throughout the day.
Right. Well, that's wonderful. And you also had mentioned earlier you're a New York style bakery.
That's right.
Can you tell our viewers what that is and kind of what you offer that's different than other bakeries?
Well, a New York style bakery, as far as growing up in New Jersey, means a plethora of items to choose from. A New York style bakery has cannolis, Napoleons, eclairs. We have cannoli cakes. We have a lot of the items that are very true to a New York style bakery. We definitely pride ourselves on making our own homemade fillings and frostings, making really clean flavors, and to what people consider what they remember from home and the flavors that they remember growing up. So,
well, that's neat. Now, you also mentioned something about when you were growing up, you could walk by a bakery and you can see them making the cakes, and
that's
you wanted
right.
to add that here. Can you tell us what you did here that's so unique?
One of the things that I wanted to do when we started the bakery here was to allow people to have the same experience that I had growing up, and that was when you walked in the bakery, you thought, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. And when I was growing up, they always had a window where you could watch the decorator, and maybe that's where I was first inspired, watching them write on cakes. And when we built this place, we couldn't really find a place to put a window. So what we created was we have a television that shows.
We're here at Fibber McGees in Sunset Beach. I'm with owner Rich Dobkin, and he's going to tell us all about the Irish pub. Now, you said this is the only authentic Irish pub from South Carolina to Southport. Is that correct?
There's no other Irish pubs but us. We're the only one here.
Now, that's pretty exciting because you don't really find that. I mean, this is the only one.
Well, that's one of the reasons we came up with the concept. We were coming here for vacation for many years and driving around, and everything else was so smoky and old and dungy.
Right.
And there wasn't an Irish pub in the whole area, and that's how we came up with the concept to do Fibber McGees here in Sunset Beach.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. Now let's get into a little bit. It's very masculine and very, I guess, the true Irish pub in here. So can you tell us a little bit about the Irish background and how things are set up?
Well, we only seat 24 people at tables. We have 14 bar stools. We're very small and quaint. We have a lot of imported red oak hardwood. Some of the wood here has been reclaimed. This piece came out of a church in Nanuet, New York from 1752. And we reused a lot of nice wood and stuff here that we salvaged from the church. We brought in a carpenter from New York to do all the work.
Wow.
And that's how we came up with all this woodwork and the concept that we had here. A lot of vision from the carpenter. He had a lot of input in the design and everything. His name is Brian Rooney, and he was a big help in building the place, and a lot of it was his ideas.
Wonderful. Now, you just mentioned you came here because there wasn't an Irish pub before, so tell us why you brought it to Sunset Beach.
We've been coming down here to Sunset Beach for about 8 seasons playing golf, and on our last trip down here, one of my friend's parents were realtors, and they showed me the complex, and as an investment, I bought 2 townhomes. Never thought I was going to do anything with them. I was living in Arizona, and the market went to hell in Arizona as a contractor. I've been out of the restaurant business for 20 years, and so we moved down here, decided we're paying a mortgage, might as well come live here, and we're sitting around here tooling around trying to figure out what we're going to do with these places, and going out at night and getting disgusted that everything was smoky and old and dungy. And we decided to open an Irish pub here because there's nothing like it in the area. And
Well,
here we are today.
Mm-hmm. Well, wonderful. Now tell us a little bit about how you run the business. I heard running a restaurant is a lot of work. So tell us how you.
Well, it's a lot of hours. We're here from 8 in the morning, and we get out of here anytime between midnight and 1 a.m. We serve food between 11 to 11 in the wintertime. In the summertime, we do breakfast. At 8 o'clock, we start breakfast. You know, we're very clean and very unique for the area. I don't think there's anything else like us in the area. If you drive around, check out any of the establishments, I don't think there's anything even like us around.
That's true. I haven't seen anything like this around. So can you tell us about your food and your menu and what you have on it?
We have a light pub fare. We're fresh homemade soups daily.
We're here at Taylor Cuisine Cafe and Catering in Southport, and I'm here with the owner, Karen Taylor, and you have a wonderful restaurant here.
Thank you.
And you said you've been open for just over 6 years.
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started and why Southport?
Well, I got started because my father owned a restaurant. We grew up in Westchester County, New York, which is about 45 minutes north of New York City. He started off with like a small, it's called Tasty Freeze. It was like a takeout stand. And Urban Renewal came in, he had to move, and he went into like a full family restaurant, which was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the family, myself, my sister, my mother, we would help him in the restaurant. And that's where my love for all things culinary started.
Well, that's exciting. I love when business start through family and have that family feel. And you really have a family feel, it looks like, with your customers. I feel like you know everyone, and that's something special.
Yes, we have a sign that's out front. You come in as a stranger and you leave as a friend. So, and we really try and do that every day with meeting new people, and they become family.
Right. Well, just watching you, I can definitely see that. So, as a business owner, that's great.
Yes, thank you.
Well, tell us a little bit about you have a unique decoration. It looks like a collection of things.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you were aiming for while decorating.
Well, it started with the love of purple, the color purple. Is there any other color? I just love purple, and the green, the lime green, worked with it. A lot of people think, oh, she's from New Orleans, but it's not a New Orleans base colors. It's just a love of purple. And from myself collecting things, going in the store, it seems like a lot of other people are in love with the color purple too. A lot of my customers will bring me items when they're out shopping. Oh, Karen would love to have that in her restaurant, and it just worked. I don't know if we have enough wall space anymore, but
right. Well, it looks great. And
Thank you.
I love it. It's got a
Thank
very southern feel to it.
Absolutely.
So it's great. Now tell us a little bit about your menu. It's very unique. So describe that for us.
It's eclectic. It's southern eclectic with a twist. We do items like your basic fried chicken, but we'll do local fresh vegetables with that, like your collards, your okra, green beans. We do a fried string bean too with a spicy aioli sauce. We do cornbread croutons on one of our salads called the Taylor Fried Chicken Salad. We do items for like our breakfast. We'll do a sweet potato pancake or a sweet potato waffle. We bring in some vegetables like asparagus, and we do an asparagus goat cheese omelet. So it's a lot of things. It's in the back, in the kitchen. It's our playground. Myself and the other chefs, we just love playing with food and sending out good food to our customers.
It sounds delicious.
Thank
I can't wait to try some of this stuff. Now, can you tell us a little bit, what do you see that most people order, or do you see a dish that you see gets asked for quite a bit?
A very popular item for us is our country fried steak. They really like that. It's served with the brown gravy instead of the white gravy, and with 2 sides. They love our salads. We won several awards for our salads. We'll do like a strawberry pecan goat cheese chicken salad, and I make a homemade strawberry dressing to accompany that. Another item that they like on our salads is our black and salmon Caesar salad, and our tailor-made crab cakes is a big seller too.
Yeah. That sounds wonderful. My goodness. We're here with Megan Masser-Reaves, and I'm sure you've seen her on another show as she's the host of Brunswick Now on ATMC TV. But today we're here to talk about her business, Megan Masser Events. So thank you for being on Brunswick Biz.
Thank you.
We're delighted you're here. And we first want to talk about, since you are such a new business, what made you decide to start your own business, and can you kind of tell us a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, well, it's always been a dream of mine to start my own company through high school, really. And once I got into 12th grade, I was planning my own high school graduation party, and I had so much fun with it. And then, of course, the wedding planner came out at some point during high school, and you just fall in love with Jennifer Lopez and the role she plays and being a wedding planner. And after looking into it myself, I fell in love with it and decided that's really what I want to do.
Well, that's wonderful, and that's exciting because you're just kind of starting new, so that's great. As a new business owner, I'm sure it takes a lot to get started. Can you tell us what it took for you to get started with your own business?
Of course. The first thing that I did was opened a new tax identification number, your EIN number, through the state of North Carolina, as well as an articles of organization that shows that you're going to do business in North Carolina. In addition to that, I registered my company as an LLC to protect me for liability reasons. But you can also, one of the most important things is to save money and open up a new bank account and tuck money away for your new company, because you're going to want to join organizations and start advertising right away. Create a website. Of course, you can do the social media websites for free, but it's going to take a little bit of money to get it started, to get your new business cards and your brochures, and so that's the route that I took.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you've done so far, some of the events you've done in the past?
Yeah, with my company, I've done a couple weddings in the area, and always beach weddings. It seems like they are the thing to do, especially in Brunswick County, because we have the most beautiful beaches here. So what I've done so far are weddings, showers. Aside from my company, I have done some concerts, festivals, and larger community scale events through other companies that I've worked with.
Right. Now with the holidays coming up, I'm sure some people might be interested in doing maybe a work party or even just a personal, maybe New Year's party. Is that something that you can do?
Yes, it is. I will plan pretty much anything that anyone wants to have. So.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching Brunswick Biz on ATMC TV. I'd like to thank the businesses from today's show: Sugar Confections, Fibber McGees, Taylor Cuisine Cafe and Catering, and Megan Masser Events. We encourage you to visit these businesses and other local businesses in Brunswick County. Remember to buy local, buy Brunswick. And to tune in next month when we connect Brunswick County, one business at a time.